Hey guys, welcome back, and I'm not quite sure who to do next. It's all three happen at the same time. Oh, am I kidding? Let's do Alicia. Zuko had an exclusive and secretive business app for himself. Returning guests and people who would fit referral would contact him directly on the app instead of text of some ridiculous Morse code number on his card. He was good. In the targets, and somehow learned Zuko was after him, but would never be able to guess how it would be eliminated or where it would happen. It was like a magician. Business was good, but he always referred to most of the jobs of his associates. He really got his own hands dirty, and he never asked for a cut of the proceedings. He told me he wasn't doing it out of his money, but for information. Occasionally, he would bring up some stories of the old days when he was working for Ray. A lot reminded me of my own days. He'd eventually made himself too many enemies as well, and he struggled for a while after leaving Ray. Once he was already too deep in the assassin pay for business, he realised that he had to give up his all to survive. He also learned that information is more important than your kill count. Thanks to his connections, I was able to learn the identity of the people who'd been after me, but exactly where I'd thought they would be. It was practically pointless at this point. Right now, my head was worth quite a fortune if I ever showed up on the street without a disguise. Someone would be gunning for me in no time. To move to a new place every 3 months. All the locations were scouted in advance spot for me by Zuko. He was the only one who always knew where I lived. Currently, my hiding place was Pitt Street 96. Funny enough, it was only 20 metres from Pitt Street 99. The home base of a Black Dragon gang. One of them was spotted Ray through a window. I had to become a big boss of a gang. Zuko not only helped covering my tracks, but also take care of me when something went wrong, like today. I was on my bed with bandages on my legs and an ice bag on my head. He put a bottle of hot porridge on his nightstand. I could smell a hint of overcooked rice when he sank into a couch and began to pursue the 3-month-old adult magazine he'd brought over. 4 days ago, he gave me 3 big envelopes. He wasn't the kind of person who ever lectured me about justice, but he had his moral preferences and would put his preferred targets on the top of a pile. First target was a greedy boss who'd been stuffing workers for 3 years. Second target was a paralysed rich man who had been depending on his children. Third target was the boss of a new elite gang recently established in the Bay Road area. I picked the last one. They got him into an epic battle which had led to this. Don't get me wrong, I was never some kind of vigilante assassin who had a moral high ground. I had no right to be, nor did I want to be. But I was merely someone who had no family, no friends, no reason to live. And being on the edge of life and death was the only thing which could make me feel alive. I tasted the porridge and fell asleep again. I seemed to have heard a doorbell ringing, and then I heard a door open and close. It seemed to be a package delivery. A package? Who would send me a package? I went to my bell and yelled out Zuko's name. There was no response. I walked to a door of my arsenal. Every time I moved, I would turn the smallest room into a mini arsenal, enhancing it with a security door with a keypad lock. Since I was moving in a few days, I had already packed away all my weapons and ammo. There was supposed to be nothing inside the room, but I saw an open delivery box outside with a security door. I entered a passcode. I didn't notice there was someone behind me, so I grabbed my neck from behind me and choked me. I raised my left hand and stabbed with my finger towards the throat of my attacker. He did a backflip and got away from me, landing precisely on the window ledge. He lowered his baseball cap and covered most of his face, so I can only tell he was a slim, fit young man. You are indeed as good as they say. No matter, my mission is done anyway. You never. So you never. Weird telling boy left me his final word, jumped off a ledge and disappeared. Had more important matters at hand than going after him. I went back to the security door. It didn't open, even though I'd entered a passcode. The only explanation was that Zuko had locked the door from the inside. He must still be in there. Why would he do that? An enormous force blew off the door's hinges, twisted and tore it into a million burning pieces, were flying towards me. Zuko was flying in the air along with the debris. His neck was bent in an inconceivable angle due to explosion. When I finally woke up from the ICU, I realised my left arm and both my legs were gone. I knew I probably didn't have much time left, but the doctor still bluntly told me the other piece of news. The man found out was seen and he was already dead when an ambulance arrived. Strange enough, the doctor said, "I'm sorry for your loss." Wasn't really feeling too much of a loss. I sat in my seat, opposite the bathroom. The office felt empty. Officer G almost in my hospital. Lieutenant Kangman sent to a detention centre. I couldn't find out where. And Officer Minjun. I would never be able to see him again. So I was the only one left in Unit 4. Officer Minjun had been murdered. The case had been turned over to Superior Investigation Agency, which Unit 3 is assisting. Yesterday, people from Unit 3 had come over to take anything that belonged to Lieutenant Kang. Fortunately, I had been prepared in advance, made copies of Sir Lieutenant Kang's case files and reports. I always kept a red folder with files on Unit 2. Files and reports were mostly about a case that Unit 4 had solved, nothing too important, but I did read lots of familiar words in his reports, my words. But I don't understand why he'd always told me to write longer reports. He probably had not just copied my reports and looked like he'd done the same to reports written by Min Jun and Officer Ji Young. I shook my head, put away an open red folder. If I'd taken Lieutenant Kang into custody, I'd only read everything in the folder multiple times. I learned Kang had been the only surviving member of the old Unit 2. Files in the folder records the Operation White Bay. White Bay? Which had been initiated by a previous police major. It also included every mission which Unit 2 had ever been involved with. Every mission had been a success except for one named W620. During that mission, almost the entire unit had been taken out. Kang had been reading these files as a memorial to his former colleagues. I still remember him crying when I saw him looking at the documents. I could almost remember Officer Min Jun telling me awkward military jokes when he was reading Encyclopedia of Firearms. It must felt like everything had only happened yesterday. I'd fought so hard to be a proud member of Unit 4. I thought I would have a chance to survive with Lieutenant Kang every once in a while. I thought I'd be listening to Officer Min Jun war stories, telling me events that happened a long time ago on some distant islands. But one day I'll be fighting side by side with the three of them, all in the name of justice. It never occurred to me that day would never come. It had only been 3 days since Min Jun had been murdered. I heard they'd found an unregistered Glock 43 in Kang's home. But also found his fingerprints on my gun, a barrel matched with rifling and twist patterns. I'd found a bullet inside. The time of death had been determined at noon a day. We found his body. Having retired when we finished taking drug dealer statements, and Kang had just left the station a little while earlier. However, Lieutenant Kang had offered me no alibi for himself. How could Lieutenant Kang have possibly done something like this? So far as all the information I'd learned about the case, I'd tried seeking out Kang multiple times, expressed my wish to help out as much as I could. Although I knew as being a member of Lieutenant Kang's unit, as well as a teammate, I didn't have any rights to be included, but as long as I could help Kang, I was willing to do anything, no matter what. However, Lieutenant Kim only handed me all the inconsequential chores of Unit 3. He wouldn't even tell me where Kang was being held. I was afraid, as far as I'm concerned, still allowing me to come to the station was already a special treatment for me. I couldn't wait any longer. I had to make a decision. Stopping the keyboard while peeking at a makeup mirror in Officer Ji Yon's desk. I saw through a mirror someone from Unit 3 had just entered a 4-digit passcode to open my safe. In the Criminal Investigation Division, every unit had their own safe to temporarily keep classified documents. As Kang's case was still under investigation, there must be relevant documents inside Unit 3's safe. Seeing classified documents would be something that would be way beyond rule breaking. If I got caught, I didn't even know what kind of punishment would be waiting for me. As soon as I remembered Officer Min Jun's death and Lieutenant Kang being framed, I knew it was something I had to do. This would be my justice. 7 PM. The last person in Unit 3's office, Kim, had finally left. Standing in my seat, I kept typing on my keyboard for another 5 minutes. I didn't stop until I made sure the entire floor had no other people when I walked through the safe. There's a basket of candies on the top safe. I opened my door. There's nothing inside. There's nothing in the safe. Lieutenant Kim had opened the safe earlier before he left. Maybe he'd taken everything inside with him. Oh right, we go and see Officer Ji Yon. The nurse told me she'd checked out and left the hospital. I didn't have a phone number to contact her. Damn it, there's nothing else I could do. Interesting, let's start that, shall we? So entering passcode, opening doors, nothing inside. Okay, you opening the door, what does that do? Before I even tried to enter a passcode, the door was safely opened by itself. There's nothing but a note inside. It read, "Mind your own business." Yeah, we know that already. I felt a big hand patting my back. "Hey kid, what are you doing over here?" I heard her footsteps coming towards me, so I stood straight up in front of a safe. "Ben, I've been trying to take some candy. You've given me too much work. I want to take some candy and relax a bit." "Sure, I'll go take a bath. Should be even more relaxing." It was already after hours. The Sparrow station was quite crowded. Lieutenant Kim was soon chatting and laughing with the people who were hanging out. I stayed in a corner of the spa and didn't join the others. I remember a time in the spa with Lieutenant Kang. Maybe it's because of steam from the spa, but I felt my eyes watering up. Zucker was in the arsenal, nor was he in the apartment. Somewhere in the street, I heard what sounded like an explosion. I ran downstairs and people screaming and crying in agony. A dark radial scorch mark was left on concrete in the middle of a square. When we returned to the darkness, there was nothing. There was nothing left. Okay. "Get away from there, there's a bomb!" Zucker screamed and ran towards me. He reached his hand out, trying to pull me away from the door. I caught a glimpse of a box on the floor of the empty arsenal. Then boom. Okay, don't open the door. The door didn't open. Even though I'd entered the passcode, the only explanation is Zucker was locked in the door from the inside. "It's a bomb. I'll get rid of it. Run!" Okay, so we can't enter passcode, otherwise Zucker's in there. I beg that ends, so we can't open the passcode. Okay. Body handlers. Okay. During the night of a full moon a few days later, I opened my fist and examined my palm under the moonlight. Zucker had given me one last small present. He'd been hiding in his hand before stopping into mine when he died. It was a small metal part he'd taken off a baseball bomb. Okay, so you got your S rank. Nothing inside. Enter passcode, open the door. Is there a secret door then? The stack of files in the safe. Quickly through them. Exactly what I've been looking for. Before I could find out where Lieutenant Kang was being held, I heard someone walking in my direction. I quietly closed the safe, hid the files in my jacket, and took into a bathroom. In the men's bathroom was a small store that had a window to the outside. It wasn't too big. It was enough for an adult man like me to climb out. The back door of the station was not far away from the outside of the window. I opened the door to the store, stepped to the toilet lid, when I heard a deafening scream. Meow. I let out a scream myself and fell to the floor. The person who had just come in was none other than Lieutenant King. For a moment I suspected he'd even seen through my plan to steal the files. Kim pulled me up from the floor and took the files away from me. Then said in a lowered voice, "For the sake of us having worked for a while, I won't tell anyone about what happened today." Realising he was actually smiling. Or at least he was smiling. Couldn't figure out what I was thinking. The feel was a chill down my spine. Okay, passcode. Nothing inside first of all with passcode. Nothing inside opening the door first. Opening the door, nothing inside. Opening the door, entering the passcode, nothing inside. Nothing inside is okay there. Ooh, that's a bad ending though. Mystery. Have I got all of the letters now? There's still two more there. I can't open the door at all. Okay, there's nothing there. Going from there is a bomb! Is that all of hers now? Well, there's one more. Okay. Why is I doing nothing over there? So I grabbed my neck from behind me and choked me. Raised my left hand and stabbed my finger towards the throat of the attacker. Lowered his baseball cap covered in his face. I could tell it was a slim-foot young man. "You're indeed as good as they say, but too bad I have to kill you today." Weird-sounding man wielded two knives and lunged at me. Picked up a fruit knife from the table and tried to block him. We were quite even at first. Then somewhere on the street, I heard what sounded like an explosion. My eyes involuntarily drifted to a window and I had a bad feeling. I split a second distraction and gave my opponent a chance. He stabbed two knives into the artery in my neck. Had my end finally arrived. Before I could enter a passcode, I heard footsteps come in my direction. Okay, history. You've now got all your endings. Got two possibilities there. So, behind me, nothing there. Opening door. Moving inside. I'm literally just doing potluck right now. Enter a passcode. Interesting. The door didn't open as I'd hoped. That's strange. Had I misremembered a passcode? No, not possible. Had we recorded a passcode yesterday? Even checked twice when somebody was opening the safe. You noticed my plan to change the passcode? Went back to my seat, defeated. What can I do to help Lieutenant Kang? Let's go see Officer Ji-Yeon. That's the other bad ending, it seems. He's only got a good ending now. Okay. Passcode, open the door. Open the door, passcode. I open the door. There's somebody behind me. There's somebody behind me when I open the door. There's nothing inside. Didn't notice there's someone behind me. I'm literally just testing all possibilities now. Okay, so we need to figure out which ones get over S. There's somebody behind. I got the S, I believe. Yes. That also gets through yes. I guess yes. Door does not get the S, I don't believe. No, door is a B. Wait. Grey ungettable? Help. Does it say anything in this one? Remind myself. Trying to figure out which one was which. I wonder if that one is linked to that one somehow. Oh well, I'll think about this one. We'll come back to it next time. Until then, thanks for watching guys, bye bye.